Welcome to the TheAfterHourPod. We are Eastside Academy. It's your boy, Mr. Productions.
It's a boys section.
Hey,
Let's get into it.
another day, another nickel. Jags versus
Fire
Eagles,
this,
28-23. A game that
fire
should
this
have
guy,
never allowed this team to come back.
fire this guy. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Oh,
Because the
Nick
game was in our
Sirianni.
control for 3 quarters, right? Nick Sirianni
Mm-hmm.
refused to kick field goals. He refused to go for extra points. He refused to do the common sense things, man. If we go
Common
against
sense is
any
rare these
big team
days.
right now, if we go against the Lions, we're gonna get smoked just because of this guy. All right, not because the Lions are like a better team. I still think like we have some better components than the Lions, but like with Sirianni, the Lions would smoke us. Like this this guy is genuine. I think he has mental problems, bro. He keeps doing the same bullshit every week and then wonders why people are mad at him. You think like Jake Elliott slept with his wife or something. He does not want that man to get any points.
Mm,
I
It's
don't know, man.
just,
He took
I
12
mean, at
points off
least
the
we
board.
finally scored in the first quarter.
Yeah, but it's
I'll
how we
say that.
scored. It was a fumble. And it
True.
was a fumble on like the 20-yard line, and
I'm just happy
all
we finally
all we
kept
had to
that
do was just
record
run it
going.
in. Mm-hmm.
This was a very. It should have been a blowout.
Oh, it
Should
should have.
never been this close.
If not, it should be at least a two-score game.
Mm-hmm.
Those Jags did not come to play. But then that fumble that Saquon had, which the replay said it was down, but ref said it was fumbled. But whatever. That gave Jags momentum. Defense was
Mm-hmm.
doing everything they can. Sirianni was just out there selling. He went
He
for two,
just
three
just was
times and
giving the
not
game
got it
away.
once.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, we're wanting 6 points. We couldn't even get three. Could have just took the extra points.
Mm-hmm.
And we all know how important field goals are. And he refused to kick three of them. And all three they refused to kick resulted in turnovers. So so we're really lucky the Jags are like a bad team. See Doug Peterson came back. No disrespect to him, but that
Dougie P.
Jags team is not really it right now.
Yep. But Barkley's the NFC Offensive Player of the week.
He is.
Yep, third time.
40 receiving yards, 2 touchdowns, one receiving, one rushing. He had over
Yep.
100 yards again. He's second right now to Derrick Henry in rushing yards, I think with
Mm-hmm.
926, I think. Derrick Henry broke the 1,000 rushing yard last week. So, yep. I think Saquon could surpass Henry, honestly. Like,
With us,
I know Henry's on a roll right now, but I
at
think
least
when
with
it comes
us,
to
I can see
being
that.
like, yeah, but if Henry has that one bad game where like, okay, he can't run at all, I can see that happening. But the way Saquon is and the momentum, and I think now at least the offense knows that they gotta run the ball a lot. So Hurts gotta throw less. I think that can benefit us.
I have Saquon winning Offensive Player of the Year this year.
Okay. That's what I said too. That's what I said to my boy. And he was like, you know what? It makes sense because he's getting so much player of the weeks and he's literally a hard highlight reel. Every
Yep.
fucking game he plays, he does some wild shit that he wouldn't even do in Madden. So of course it's all over the internet now.
Nah.
Outside that reverse hurdle. So shit's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Entire stadium was like, oh no.
Hey, but Hurts ever since after the bye week, This man has 12 touchdowns and 0 turnovers, and I'm loving that. This game he
Key,
was
key
18
point,
to
zero
24,
turnovers.
230 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 0 interceptions.
Mm.
Love that.
The zero turnovers though, is pretty impressive
Mm-hmm.
because to say because Hurts was coming from a place where he used to force the ball a lot down the field
Mm-hmm.
when he didn't have to. He didn't
Yeah,
really throw
he
the
really
ball
didn't
away
have
as
to.
much. Like now he's using his legs more. I guess he couldn't do that last year because he was injured, but now he's making runs, he's creating open spaces and stuff. And his throwing got better because you see like he's taking the deep shots to AJ and Devonta, and they're working. So that's a
Mm-hmm.
positive thing to see. But it's just Sirianni, man. I just don't trust that guy. See, it's
Oh,
Dallas
Nick.
week. It's Dallas week, right? And Dak is off the shelf for 4 weeks. So what that means, Cowboys are done. So I didn't see. I told you we would have swept them one way or another. I think even if Dak was playing, we would have still beat them. But here's the catcher. What I saw versus that Jags game, the fact that we nearly lost that game because of Sirianni, just make me wonder. Like when we do lose down the road, and I really hope we don't. But like when we lose, like in the playoffs, let's say the divisional, because I
Mm-hmm.
don't think we're gonna get number one seed over the Lions, but who knows what'll happen. But
Yeah, I can see the
if we
Lions having that for a
lose
while.
in the divisional, I can bet any money, one way or another, it'll come down to Sirianni making dumb calls, like
Yep.
not punting the ball, like a turnover, not taking the points when they're there, and we lose by 3 or something, and then he's gonna get fired. But like, what? Too little, too late, right?
Yeah.
Because we lost. Now we got to get a new head coach and wait till next year. So
Yep. Bill
it
Belichick.
makes no sense. You see, this is why teams gotta act now. You see, Saints fired their head coach Dennis Allen. Dennis is a
Yeah,
great
which
mind.
is
He's,
which is
he's a
ironic
great mind.
because it was the same head coach who was with Oakland, who
Yep.
had Carr as his quarterback,
Hmm.
and now hey, look what happened down the road
And
a few years
well,
later.
ask me, I don't know what was happening over there at the Saints, but I know Dennis is a great coach. Maybe not a great head coach, but he's a great coach.
Yeah, coach,
So,
yes, a head coach, no. Hey man, but Devontae
hmm
stepping up to
and
be the number
Robert,
one
yeah.
because of AJ's knee injury. Was
hmm
it knee? Yeah, knee
Which
injury.
thank God he said he's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Was
Yeah, he'll
gonna
be
be there
back
today. I wouldn't
this
mind.
game.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind if they rest him for Dallas because another Dallas is coming back. Dallas Goddard says he's good to
Mm-hmm.
go. So I wouldn't mind him resting AJ now because Commanders coming up after Dallas. And
Yes.
I want to beat them because all the I hear the shit talk from the Commanders fans is like they're like, no
Yep.
way, this is our
And they
year.
did trade for Marshawn Lattimore.
Exactly.
So we
So
need AJ for that game.
definitely do. So I would rather rest AJ for Dallas because right now Dallas got really nothing going for them. They're gonna have Cooper Rush
Nah.
at quarterback or Trey Lance, whatever.
I hey, but
Michael
Cooper Rush, that
Parsons might
man
be coming
is
back.
5-1 as a starter. So
Who?
he's doing something right. And
Who?
plus with him and
Cooper Rush?
Lamb together, yeah.
Well, the thing is, I- didn't we beat him last time?
With Cooper?
Yeah. The last time
No.
we played Cooper, we beat him.
Did we?
I'm pretty sure we did. And all the Dallas fans were saying, "Oh, it wasn't Dak, so it don't count."
Oh, we did. We did. I'm thinking of the other game. That was Dak. Okay.
The other
Yes,
game
we
I'm
did
thinking
beat them.
about, Hurts didn't play. Minshew played that game, and they beat us.
Right. Now I remember. Hey man, but
Hey, I'm
Devontae,
not worried about Cooper Rush. Defense is gonna lock him up, and plus Dallas got nothing. O line is battered. The D line is
I'm
missing
just saying
Demarcus
the way
Lawrence.
Nick's been playing, he might just give that win to Cooper Rush. I'm just saying.
If a team could surrender, they should surrender now. But look, if we somehow lose versus this Dallas team, oh, Nick gotta go. He gotta go. This is probably the worst
Yep.
Dallas team in a decade.
That is
Probably the
true.
worst Dallas team since Dak took over.
But
Right now, Dak's not even playing well, so he's gone for 4 weeks. We'll see how it goes.
yeah. Um but with Devontae, that's what I was saying with that. He has the second best catch of the year so far. Because the number one, I give that to Wilson from the Jets.
Garrett Wilson. Mm.
Yeah, that man.
The
Houston, I
thing
feel bad
about
for y'all.
Garrett's catch that you know why I like Devontae's more than Garrett's? Because Devontae was over the shoulder with one hand. Garrett had to turn back with the one hand and adjust his body. So he was seeing the ball coming. Devontae had a man behind him and had to one hand that over the shoulder when he had little end zone to work with, and he
Mm-hmm.
toe tapped it. So that's why I like Devontae's more.
Okay.
And that's why I
I
was
can see
telling
why.
people like, yo, Devontae is a wide receiver one. He just doesn't look like it because he's splitting it with
He just don't
AJ.
look like it. Yeah,
Because
people
AJ
forget that
is the
he
wide
won the
receiver
Heisman.
one. So basically,
But
we both have wide receiver ones on the team.
we
That's why
got
when
two
one of them goes down, we
yeah.
can rely on the other.
Mm-hmm. We have two defensive MVPs out of this game.
Two
We got
defensive
Zach and Dean.
MVPs, Zach and Dean. Yeah, both with interceptions.
Yep. My boy Zach
So
had 10
I
tackles throughout this game.
see Zach Bond. If Howie don't give that man a contract, I swear to
He
God,
need to.
because Howie never retains linebackers for some reason. He
He
always
doesn't.
lets them walk.
You know
Always.
when it
So
started at? It started with Hicks. Right after we won the Super Bowl.
I think he
Let
started
him
with
go.
Bradham, Nigel Bradham. He let him walk.
Did it?
Yeah, he let
Oh, it did.
Bradham walk.
No matter it was Hicks and him. Because Hicks was
Hmm.
first. Then Brandon was the year right after. Then we tried to do the whole thing with what's his name? What's his name? Was it
Uh,
Gary? Zach wherever his name
oh,
was. Whoever his name was. It was some
then we
it was a
let
linebacker
TJ
Bruce
Edwards
Schwartz was trying to
walk.
make work.
Mm.
Um
We let so much people walk, man.
yeah.
Um, what was the guy's name again? Duke Riley. We let Duke Riley walk. Like all these guys are
Hmm.
captains on their respective teams right now for a reason,
They are.
right?
Hey, that interception to close the game off by Dean.
Boy, Dean
That's
done
what I was
saved.
talking about.
Sirianni better have paid Dean his
Yeah,
game contract, bro.
because I
Like
said
his game.
this. When, yeah,
No, that's Sirianni.
even Siri once Nick Sirianni gone. But like in the Bengals game when we had Smith on Chase and he was trying to
Yeah.
get the interception or deflect the ball. I said
Mm-hmm.
that wasn't the right person to put on him. You can either put Dean or a corner on him, and
Mm-hmm.
it
You did
shows us
say
in this
that.
game when you put Dean on someone. So now we learn from our past mistakes.
Mm-hmm. And here's my
But the one
issue now.
person I know the
Mm-hmm.
Eagles want to trade because I know it's a rumor going on, and I hope it's the truth. The Eagles are planning on trading Huff,
Bryce Huff and Puff. All
Mr.
right.
Free Cardio.
Here's my opinion now. I think we don't trade Huff just because we need more rotation. How we didn't trade for anybody because the deadline's already gone. So right now we can only sign free agents.
Mm-hmm.
So if Huff was gonna get traded, it would be either in February, like after the Super Bowl, or he's gonna get released. But with that contract, I don't see him get released. It's gonna be so much dead money.
Nah, not released.
So who knows? He might get better down the road, but right now I don't know. Like even Brandon
Yeah.
Graham is doing better. Brandon Graham, 36 years old, well, about to be, and he's doing way better. So that should just tell you, like, yo, this team, bro, where they get these guys from. So Hassan Reddick is now playing over the Jets.
Yeah. I seen that during
Now
the
he's
Houston
actually
game.
doing not bad. He's actually doing a pretty good job
He's
over there.
not.
Yes, he's
Mm-hmm.
contributing to the
But
pass
speaking of
rush.
trading, I wanted to talk about our history of trades that helped and hurted us over the years. 2017, we traded for Jay Ajayi. That helped us, led us to a Super Bowl win. We traded Zach Ertz away in 2021. I didn't want that to be a thing, but I understand why they did it.
To be
We had
honest, like,
Joe Flacco in 20.
yeah,
We had Robert Quinn in 2022,
that was a
and then we
terrible
had
trade.
Kevin Byron in 2023.
Another bad trade.
Yep. And all of these weren't during the other than Jay Ajayi and Zach Ertz and Robert Quinn. The other two weren't during the trade deadline. They were afterwards. So could Howie be doing that with Huff? And if we do that, I hope we get a pass rusher or something. Nothing
We'll
offense.
see. Isn't that because they
Yep.
extended the deadline? I didn't hear about no extension. That's why teams were like doing the most on like the last day, 2 days ago. Hmm.
That I did not know. Didn't know
I
about
didn't hear
that.
anything about
But
extension, but
speaking of the
we'll see.
Cowboys, Lamb, he has a sprained AC joint. Parsons, he has an ankle injury.
I think Parsons will be coming back this week.
Well, I
I'm
called him
not
the
worried
wrong thing. I
either
called him
way.
Parsons. The Eagles Glazer, there we go, has an ankle injury.
The Eagles Glazer. He wants to play on the Eagles so bad. Who blame? Don't blame him. But you know,
Hey man,
this Cowboys season
10-10
a
sees
lost
something special
cause.
over here.
Cowboys won't get 10 wins this season. They won't. They won't. I don't know. People can say, "Oh, that's hate." I don't. I don't care. They won't get 10 wins this season. That's impossible.
The offense so far after the bye week, the things I've been liking, the pre-snap motion, Hurts being under center with the play action,
Oh
the
yeah, that's a new
RPOs,
thing
the
too.
running game's been
Birds
working,
under the center. Hmm.
and the O line pull blocks. All that's been great.
See, Kellen Moore starting to cook. That's why I was
Mm-hmm.
saying if Sirianni was ever supposed to get fired, Kellen Moore would fill in for interim until we get somebody better, or Kellen's could be like their head coach going forward. But like
Mm-hmm.
Kellen
Belichick.
Moore, his offense is really really good. All right, when he was at the Chargers, and because the Chargers they don't have that much star people, they really they don't. Let's just keep it real. They always
Mm-hmm.
lose one score games over there. Justin Herbert's great, but like if you didn't have Keenan Allen, which was like 9 times out of 10 because he was always injured, or Mike Williams, we all know how trash Mike Williams is. He's on what? The Steelers now just traded for him. That's
So he's on
sad.
the Steelers now.
That's sad. But
He might turn up with them. This is the
he might,
Steelers.
he might turn up with the Jets. Look at that. He
Uh,
like Mike. We don't talk about Mike, but we'll see. But
mm-hmm.
either way, Kellen Moore's offense really good.
Yep.
When he was in Dallas, when they went 12-4 the first time, when they extended to a game, they went 12-5 the next year and 12-5 again. Like he started it, right? But when Mike McCarthy was there first year, he was like, "Yeah, I don't like how Kellen Moore does stuff," and I'm like, "You don't like how you're 12-4? Like you went to the playoffs that year. They lost to the Niners, was it?
Mm-hmm.
At the first 12-4 year." He lost to the Niners,
Yeah.
and I guess McCarthy's trying to find a scapegoat, saying, "Oh, it was your fault, Kellen. I don't need you anymore."
People just don't know how to take accountability.
Nope. And look at where he is now. So McCarthy's in a very bad position now. He's about
Yep.
to get
Going
sacked.
down expensive
He's about to get
habits.
sacked. So not to say it's all him, because Jerry Jones has done nothing for the Cowboys either way. Not that I care, but I can even admit that that man's doing nothing for them. So it is
I
what it
forget. I
is.
forget the character's name. Um, do you know who Jerry Jones reminds me of? Have you played the Texas Chainsaw little game that had came out, I want to say a year ago?
Yeah, not much though.
Grandpa, that's his name, Grandpa. So that's who Jerry Jones reminds me of. He reminds me of the grandpa character who's in the house who you have to feed him. And every time you feed him, he alerts the family in the house, and it tells where everybody's at. That's him. He just sits there
Bro,
and does
right? Yeah,
nothing for
yeah,
the
yeah.
franchise.
That
He
was
just
funny.
sits there. That's literally Jerry.
I could even say the grandpa from Resident Evil 7. Or was it the grandma? I think yeah, the grandma
It
that
was the
was just
grandma.
sitting in the chair,
It was the
just
grandma.
looking at you. And there was like this Easter egg that we didn't know until like up until now, that sometimes when she stares at you too long, the rest of the family knows where you are. I just thought she was just there.
Mm. But that's
Resident
literally
Evil
Jerry.
7 peak. Hmm.
Uh, but
But
the NFC East standings, it's up for grabs. Other than
oh yeah,
with the
it is up
Giants.
to grabs.
Yep, Commanders 7-2, Eagles 6-2, Cowboys 3-5, Giants
We don't
two
talk
and
about
seven.
them.
And I said this: if the playoffs were to start today, we would have the 6th seed.
And I wouldn't mind it because we played the
Yep.
Falcons again. And I know if Sirianni has, fuck it, we're gonna lose. I'm just gonna be honest, we're gonna lose. But
No, 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 no. I don't want to lose to them. I don't want to lose to them again.
well,
Mm-mm.
me neither.
Not like
But
that.
our head coach is a short bus rider. He be riding short buses to work. Hey guys, hey, ready for today? I just got off the short bus. Everybody, okay. I can't stand this dude, man. I can't stand this dude.
it, yes, it is Sakura's fault. Yes, it is Sakura's fault.
And you know what? I wouldn't even go as far as to say it's soccer, because at least soccer can do like some medical,
We're
At
talking
least you
about
can
just
do some
Naruto
medical.
Part One, not
Uh,
Shippuden, not
okay, okay.
Shippuden,
But
not
look,
Boruto. Part
this is
One.
who she grew up to be. This Syrian's gonna grow up to be an asshole in Philly, because this guy, man, this guy's like he. Let me tell you something, chat. Let me tell you something. This guy right here, man, he's a real piece of work. If we do lose versus the Commanders in 2 weeks, just know I can guarantee you, it will be like, oh, you should have took the 3 points in the first quarter. Oh, you shouldn't have went for two. Oh, you should have punted the ball. Oh, all this shit we're gonna hear, and then Sirianni in the press conference is gonna be like, I thought we played a good game. We just couldn't capitalize on our things. We made some mistakes, but go Birds. And all the media gonna be like, yeah, coach, yeah, way to show them. Yeah,
Glazing over non-accountability.
that's what I'm saying.
Yep.
And
But
to me, this guy's lucky he was still here after last year's collapse, and here we are.
mm-hmm. But let's get into these questions. My first question to you section is: what grade would you give this game?
Well, to be honest, after for the first 3 quarters until that collapse,
Mm-hmm.
the game management was shit, but the players saved people's jobs as usual. I'd give it I'd grade it half and half. I give it 5 out of 10 or a damn C. because that could have been way better, way
Yeah.
easier. We always play down to our opponents no matter what. And I mean Sirianni. I don't know if he knew like the situation that the Jags they keep turning over the ball because the defense kept balling. When
Mm-hmm.
Hurts had it in his hands, Hurts was doing everything he could. Wasn't turning the ball over, wasn't fumbling, like managing the game. But like when it
He
came to
was.
decision making, it was off. First field goal, nah, let's go for it. Turnover. Second field goal, nah, let's go. Let's not go for this one. Actually, let's do the brotherly shove. But like, turns out this brotherly shove was like 4th and 3. So they tried this trick play, and somebody false start. I think it was Fred Johnson, backed us up outside of field goal range, and we
Mm.
had to punt it anyways. Third one, which was like start of like the collapse in the third quarter, bro said, "Nah, we're definitely gonna go for this." I know the stadium was chanting, "Kick the ball, kick the ball, kick,"
I was cheering with him.
and I'm like, "Oh, the stadium knows how to be a better head coach." Shit. So every time we scored a touchdown, too, this man was like, "Yeah, we're going for two. We're going for two." I'm like, "Why the fuck are we going for two?
Why
Like,
are we? We don't know.
this makes no sense."
It doesn't. But to Nick, it does. It's sad, is what it is. But my second question for you is Hurts back to being a top 5 quarterback in the NFL after the bye week?
Stats wise, he is top 5. Yes, maybe 4 or 5. Um, I like to say that, but you already know how the media is. Unless Hurts wins a big game again, they're not really gonna be on him. Right now, the spotlight's more on Saquon, and I see why. But yes,
Mm-hmm.
Hurts stats wise has been top 5. Mahomes has not been impressive at all this year. So Lamar, right now, I think he's the number 1 quarterback. I'd say Josh Allen is second.
For the regular season.
Yeah, Jared Goff would be third. That's what I'm seeing. Fourth is a toss up. I give it to Jaden Daniels. CJ Stroud's not really having great season right now. I'd split between him and Jalen, but I'm going to give it to Jalen, just not because I'm biased, but he hasn't had any turnovers in you know 4 games. So and CJ had an ugly loss to the Jets. Like if you saw his stats in that game, that was ugly. So yeah,
Oh, I
no,
did.
I'm definitely not going to give that top 5 spot to CJ right now. Dak's out of the competition, so yeah, Dak's been throwing picks like crazy. So yep. So
Mm.
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. This question right here is for both of us, and
That's what I mean.
I specifically wrote this one for us. Where
Uh-huh.
where are you at with Nick Sirianni from 1 to 10? Oh boy, I'm at a 9. I'm at a 9 with him,
Oh,
and that's me being
shit.
nice because I could
I'm at
give
an
him a
11.
10.
I'm at an 11 out of 10. This guy is crazy. This ma- this man does not know what it means to be a game-winning head coach. Because the players always does it for him. I'm yet to see Sirianni make a decision himself. You know, and say, no,
Mm-hmm.
we're not going to do that. Instead, we're going to do the more rational way and just either you know, if it fails, defense can do it, but don't take risks in game situations where like we'll really, get hurt by it. Because that's what he was doing all year last year. So this man really came into this year and doing the same shit. And easily we could be 7-1 right now. Could be like the best record
We
right
could.
now.
We
Could
could.
be at the top of the division. I think Lions would have the tiebreaker. They still be number one seed because they've played more NFC teams. But either way, wins are important. Like Niners aren't strong right now because they're injured.
Yep.
So I don't know, man. So all the division leaders right now, 1, 2, 3, 4 seed. But like we're the 6th seed right now. Could could easily be 2nd seed. Easily. Right now the Commanders are our 2nd seed. This shit is crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm at it with Sirianni. This man is our biggest enemy. Every time we play a team, it's Eagles versus Sirianni and whatever team that is. Because we gotta fight him and the team. So this
Yep.
man's finished, bro. This man's absolutely
Yep.
finished.
But my next question: will the Eagles make a trade with Huff?
Maybe in the future, but right now I don't see it.
Well, I can see it because I just want them gone.
Yeah, you want them gone. We just need more rotation.
Yep. I'm telling
Unless
you, I
there's
got the
like some
perfect
free
song
agents out there.
for when he leaves.
I don't even blame bro if he put in a trade request at the end of the year.
Mm.
Like, bro, I can't
Send
do
him,
it. The fans
Impacting
are
and
killing me.
Slay.
Oh yeah, Slay gotta go. Because
Send them
watching
both
these
out the
last
door.
2 games with Isaiah Rodgers made me realize that Slay being in zone 24/7 was a big problem. Because in the few instances where he has to man up a receiver, he's gonna get cooked.
Mm-hmm.
So I have no disrespect to Slay. He had a great 4 year here. Great 4 years here. Oh, 4.5 right now.
Yep.
But like it's time to move on. We got so many great corners right now. Like Eli Ricks is on the back waiting for an opportunity. Kelly Ringo's waiting for an opportunity. Isaiah Rodgers is right
Yep.
there. So and Quinion Mitch is doing so great over there. If he goes down, I guess Ricks goes over there. Ringo's probably the backup for Isaiah. But you see, we have so many great
Mm-hmm.
corners. I want to talk about something else. Avonte Maddox, he got to go too.
Oh, have been calling for him to go.
Like he was re-signed,
You
fans
want
were
to talk about
happy because he's
Fortnite
a
and
fan
not step up
favorite.
in your games? Bye bye.
Ever since he lost his slot job, he's been nothing but ass. Like I understand he was a fan favorite, but like this man's been ass. Like every tight end he covers beats him. I know it's hard to cover tight ends, but like most of the time he's leaving them wide open.
He is.
I don't know what Vic Fangio wants him to do, but I can guarantee you, it's only when he's on the field. When Cooper is there, this shit ain't happening. If you notice, when Sidney Brown is there, this shit ain't happening. Like Sidney already he already coming back. He's balling out too. But man, it's like something wrong with him. I don't know what. I guess he's scared to get injured again because he is injury prone, so he's not gonna really be hitting or being like out there being tough and shit. But
Do you think
this shit makes me want to see James Bradbury come
that
back.
Bradbury, since he's been gone, you think he would step up in Slay's place? I'm just saying.
No,
I'm just
we're
saying
not doing that
because
again.
he's
We're
been
not doing
away.
that again.
He's been
We're not
away.
doing that again. We're not doing that again. We're not going down that road
I'm
again.
just saying because he has been away.
Yeah. But He swapped to
But I
safety.
I ain't slept on
He
him.
switched to safety.
He need to go too.
He switched to safety. There's no way that man's playing cornerback again in this city.
That's a great trade package. Slay, Huff, and Bradbury with a fourth and a fifth. I'm just saying, somebody could pick that up.
That somehow has Ravens written all over it.
If we giving you that, I want something good in return.
I want Kyle
I know y'all got
Hamilton.
good edge rushers.
Hmm.
hmm But that brings us to the end of the NFL section. So now it's on to the NBA. Cavs and Heat. Oh boy, 9-0, my Cleveland Cavaliers. Who would have said, a coaching change is what we would have needed to actually get the young players moving. It's almost like throwing out that garbage coach we had last time who's on the Bucks, you know, would bring the life to this team. Evan Mobley, he's been moving around, up and down the field, not the field, the court, been more in the
That,
paint, been more aggressive offensively, as I've been saying for years he needed to be. Darius Garland being used in the catch and shoot corner threes. And not just, them ones he been doing before where it's just, swoosh brick, and him being clogged up with Mitchell. And Mitchell being his own man, finding his own way with the team. Isaac Okoro, he's been great, especially on defense. Offense, he's been very good. D Wade, he's been good. Jared Allen, hey, that Jared Allen gonna be Jared Allen. He gonna eat. The fro gonna eat. Um, I can't wait until Max Struess comes back. And by the way, thank you, Heat fans. Um, it's just it's been beautiful over here in Cleveland,
I bet it is. I bet it's been
Yeah.
really beautiful.
Let me go over the our past games, because it has been a while, and the NBA is not like the NFL. So hey, Cavs and Knicks, pack them up. Cavs and Wizards, pack them up. Cavs and Pistons, pack them up. Cavs and Lakers, pack them up. Cavs and Magic, he can't relate, pack them up. Cavs and Bucks twice, pack them up. And last night, Pelicans, pack them up. 131 to 122. Talk to us nicely. Best team in the East. Now, the Heat. Oh boy. It's
So
they've been having a solid season in my opinion. A solid season. 3 and 4.
solid season.
It's,
Hey
it's
man,
solid. It's solid. It's solid.
I have to. You gotta
Solid.
stop baiting, man. So we about to be 3-5. Shit, we about to be 3-6. I mean, next we play the Nuggets next. Right after that, I think we play what was it? I think we play the Timberwolves after that. We're gonna be 3-7 in here.
Nah, I can see
These
y'all being at
guys,
least 4 and something.
we are not being the Nuggets or the Timberwolves.
Y'all gonna beat the Nuggets.
Well, if this worst team can beat this current Nuggets when we couldn't do it 2 years ago, I'd be shocked.
Oh, I wouldn't be shocked. I can see it. But let's talk about their past games, Heat, Pistons. They beat the Pistons.
Oh,
Heat,
yeah,
Hornets. They beat the
they beat the
Hornets.
almighty Pistons.
Heat, Knicks. Y'all could have won this game, but hey, it's still the Knicks. Y'all could have
Oh
bullied
yeah,
Cat. That's all I'm saying.
we could.
Heat, Wizards. Pack them up. Heat and Kings by 1 point.
Yep,
1 point.
that's literally all our games, apart
Heat
from
and
getting
Suns.
blown out by the Magic.
Yep. Heat and Suns, man. I think it's
Heat and
by
Suns.
3 points.
It was
They beat
Brick
you by three
City, bro.
points.
It was Brick City. They were building houses out there. Oh, here's a 3 point. Oh, another brick. They're building mansions out there. And his thing is,
Man,
They weren't even playing bad. Suns are 7-1. You know how easy we could have beat them. This team beats itself, but first at the front office, because again we didn't do anything to bring anybody here. We just play with who we got, and that's what we're
hey
doing.
man, you're right.
Could have had Bradley Beal.
Just like a lonely teenager, they beat themselves. Oh boy. But let's take a look at these
Okay.
standings.
Um, for some reason, amazingly, we're still top 10 in the East because the East is not strong this year. They're really not. Apart from the 9-0 Cavs, I'll give you that. But we could be six because the Knicks are 3-4 as well. Bucks 3-5.
Mm-hmm.
So Celtics 7-2 as expected. So apart from the Cavs and the Celtics, the whole East is trash. The Sixers are 1-6. The Sixers. All them trades they made, that super team that they looked like they had, 1-6.
On paper.
The Bucks, 1-6. Their downfall
That's
got
what
to be
happens when you
studied.
take our old coach and you take the Lakers' old coach and you put them on the same team. That's what y'all get.
Mm-hmm. The Pistons right now have a better record than the Bucks and the Sixers. If I said this to somebody in the preseason, they would have called the police on me. Like, sir, this man's crazy.
Mm-mm-mm.
They put that man in a
The
psych ward.
Knicks are 3-4. The Heat 3-4. The Bulls 3-5. The Hornets 3-5. The Magic 3-6. The Hawks 4-5. The Nets 4-4. Even though I thought they were supposed to be tanking, but that's here and there. The Pacers are 4-4. The Celtics are 7-2. And your and my Cleveland Cavaliers are 9-0.
Yeah. As I said, the East looks really weak this year, man. Really weak.
Yeah.
So
But
it just might
the
be the
West, on
Cavs
the
going
other hand,
straight to the. Oh yeah, the West. They got 3-7-1 teams. It looks
mm-hmm.
like, and I'm not gonna say this too early, but it looks like the Warriors are on an incline.
But let's see
Uh,
how long that lasts, though.
the
That's the real
OKC
question.
Thunder never saw that coming.
Oh, I saw that
Thunder
coming.
7-1, never
Not
saw
that
that coming.
record,
It's
but I saw that coming to be in the top 3. Yes.
top 10, I would say, but like top 3, wow. The Mavericks being 5-3, I expected them to be 7-1, but it is what it is. Kings are 5-3 too. Timberwolves are the shocking ones. They're 4-3. I think they play today. And the Jazz, the tanking Jazz, are the worst team in the West with 1-6. In the one game they won, they shouldn't even have won that one. So they're tanking. So the Suns are the best team in the West as it stands, as expected, because you see who they got over there. Yeah, they got some crazy shit going on over there.
For now.
And they
For now.
beat
Let
us
the
by
playoffs kick
3.
in.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. The only competitive teams I see right now as it stands, Suns, Warriors, Cavs, Celtics, and I'll give it to fuck it. I'll give it to the Thunder just because of their record right now. But I'm not getting fooled by them. I'm not getting fooled.
Mm-hmm.
So we have 6 competitive teams right now. Well, hey, still too early to call. Was that we were like 8, 9
Yep.
games in? Still got 49 games left. Well, yeah, we still got 49 games left. So we'll see how it
I
goes.
forgot all about this in-season tournament. I forgot about this.
Oh,
They're really
the
pushing for
season
pushing this
cup.
to be a thing.
Well, we played
Yeah,
the
I
Pistons in
don't
the first
care.
round, so it's a group stage, I think. I don't care
Like
about
I
it
really don't
because
care about that
realistically,
game, man.
it's just a make believe. Like it's not for
Yeah,
charity, but like it's just some make
I can't
believe shit.
picture the NFL. The NFL doing something like this, or the MLB, or
It's
even
way
hockey. Like
riskier for the
I can't.
NFL because
You know what? Never
you
mind.
can't overwork your
I was gonna say
players.
soccer, but I could see them doing something like that.
It's riskier for the whole players. It's kind of like what the Pro Bowl was, unless instead of being the start of the year, it's at the end. So this shit should have been at the end of the regular season. To be honest, that would make the most sense because most of the teams are freed up. Why have it at the start of the season? Oh
Mm-hmm.
well,
Yep.
but yeah, man, I can
Speaking of
talk
that
about the
tournament,
Heat. Heat plays the
we got the
Pistons in the group
Bulls,
stage.
Celtics. Yeah,
I don't. We're not gonna win this cup. So I think it's a waste of time to just play the starters, just play the backups in there. Cup doesn't matter. It doesn't
I
go
can see
to
y'all
the
being
record
in
neither.
the top five. I can see y'all being in the top five.
Top five of worst teams in the East, or top
No,
five in.
not the worst teams, but top five in this cup tournament.
Well, shit, that would be an achievement. Because if Tyler here is still, saying, "Oh, I'm getting 20 points a game. That's good enough, right?" No, it's not good enough. Especially because we could have had so much people, so much better people if we just traded your ass a couple years ago. We could have had so much people because you were worth a damn back then. Right now, if we trade you, we'll be lucky to get a second round
Mm.
because of all that injury history you got. And when you were here, you
I could
needed
see
LeBron
him
and Duncan Robinson.
being a getting a third rounder for him that can eventually turn into a two.
I don't know, man.
That's what he looks like to me. And they don't even have deep third rounders like that. But anywho, that brings us to the end of the After Hour Pod.
Give Jimmy Butler some
So
help,
section, take us out.
please. All right. Thank you again, everybody, tuning in to another episode of the After Our Pod. Please pray for the Heat, and remember to like and subscribe. Turn on notification bell. Comment and let us know if you want us to talk about any specific sport related titles, and we'll see you in the next one.
Mm-hmm. And you can follow the After Hour Pod on Instagram, X, and TikTok at the After Hour Pod. You can follow me, Mr. Productions, on Instagram, X, and TikTok at Mr. Productions. You can follow Section at.
Section JA on Instagram and Twitter.
And we'll see y'all next time.
Peace.
Probably, Nick being fired.
If he loses against Dallas, boy, that man's gonna get going to witness protection. But